Welcome back to Kiesel News, everybody. To start today, we have some news on Persona 6's potential to be a multi-platform game, not just locked to PlayStation as usual. Now, this would not be unprecedented, as recently we have Persona 3 Reload and the ports of 3 Portable, 4 Golden, and 5 Royal coming to all platforms. But the fact that according to both Nate the Hate and Midori, who have got so much right in the past, are both saying this, means that Persona 6 does have a chance to come to all the platforms, including the Switch too. And honestly, this is a no-brainer move for Atlas. I mean, with Midori saying that they want to expand the Persona series and its audience, what better way to do that than put the next mainline game on every console? Especially when you're already tickling their balls with remakes and ports. With how big Persona 6 is going to be, though, I only hope the Switch 2 can run it without having to lower the resolution too much. Next up, we have some worrying news for the animation industry, as DreamWorks is apparently going to lay off, or as they put it, simply not renew the contracts of up to 40 to 50% of their staff, and are even outsourcing a lot of the animation for some of their projects, apparently. So that's worrying because DreamWorks has always been a pioneer of animation. So if they're facing this much trouble in today's current times, what does that say about indie animation and its future? How's it gonna survive in an economy like this? Actually, I guess maybe they could fare better because there's gonna have to be someone to fill the power gap if the bigger studios start falling. But it's still unfortunate for DreamWorks, especially since they have so much in the pipeline right now. We have Wild Robot, Dogman, probably some other Shrek thing, Shrek 5. Like. Next up, apparently a crossover between The Bachelor and 911 is in the works. So I don't know if they plan to break reality, as one show is a reality, in quotes, TV show and one show is fictional. So I mean, how are they going to cross over? Are they just filming an episode of 911 in the Bachelor mansion? Like, what's going on here? When I first read this, I assumed it was that they were bringing on some of the actors from 911 Lone Star onto The Bachelor, but it appears like it's an actual episode crossover, so we'll have to see if the universe breaks. Lastly, according to Deadline, the first trailer for a new movie called The Idea of You has a trailer that is the most viewed for any streaming movie of all time. And that doesn't make any sense to me, because when I think of streaming exclusive movies, one of the first ones that comes to my mind is The Gray Man, and I remember that being a big hit. I thought it was kind of mid, just whatever, an action movie, but I remember it being huge. So the fact that this movie that I've barely even heard of has overtook it in views is pretty big, especially since it just sounds like a random rom-com. Alright, at least in terms of YouTube views, it hasn't taken over The Gray Man yet, as it has 10 million views, and The Gray Man has 22 million. So, I'm sure their metric for most watched trailer is maybe like most watched on the site or something, but I was thinking YouTube views, and it's not the case, so I guess that does make sense.